fantasies fly, shadows fall, dimming the light. Whispers grow, a rising tide. Vindicator, where do you hide? Steer is over, heart ablaze. Through smoky haze, he sets his gaze. Justice calls a burning need. A city's wounds he vows to heed. From cobbled streets to tower high, Vindicator takes to the sky. Strikes back with iron hands, defender of this promised land. Breaks the chains, sets spirits free. Vindicator for all to see. Seek high! Seek high! Seek high! Whispers turn to thunderous roar.
Right, time to launch you into orbit. Wait!
Slams the door on
There you go.
tyranny's cruel, grasping hand. He fights for freedom, takes a stand with courage born of darkest night. He ignites hope, a guiding light. Strikes back with iron hands, defender of this promised land. Breaks the chains, sets spirits free. Vindicator for all to see. Though battles rage and darkness reigns, hope's ember burns within his veins. He'll never yield, he'll never fall. He answers freedom's clarion call. Strikes back with iron hands, defender of this promised land. Breaks the chains, sets spirits free. Vindicator for all to see. A symbol etched against the moon. Vindicator rising soon.
Hello everybody. So just give me a thumbs up if the audio is okay. Is it a bit tinny? I'll try something different if it's a bit weird. I'm using the radio mics, so we'll see how they work on the live stream. It's a bit difficult because where I am in the living room, it's a bit echoey, so it always reverberates a little bit. So I apologise for that. Nothing much I can do about that. Yeah, I'm glad people are starting to like the intro. I changed it a little bit. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing, chat, everybody? Hey, Craig, all the regulars. Bit tinny. Right, I'll try this. Is that better? Does that sound better? Give me a thumbs up if that sounds better. Doing great, thank you. Does that sound better? Just give me a thumbs up if the audio is better now, because I've actually put noise reduction on. That's better. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to start and do that from now. Put the noise reduction when I'm in here. It sounds a lot better. So, how you all doing? I hope you're all having a really good evening. Right, I want to thank everybody for subscribing. By the way, it's been a massive influx of subscribers and stuff like that. It's really taken off. So I want to thank everybody. It's been amazing. We're already at 7,100 nearly. So it's really took me by surprise this today. Right, so I don't know if anybody's ever heard of this guy. I'll share the screen. It's called The Wizard's Words on YouTube. So The Wizard's Words. Let's see if that's actually showing on. Yeah, it is. Yeah, right. Okay. So this is The Wizard's Words. Now, from what I can tell, the research I've done this guy, he's very much a advanced UK zealot, 100% on that one. So we can kind of take it that he's probably not going to be the most objective person or subjective person when it comes to debate or open to being criticised. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to check on this video, this one here.
Family. There were 7 of them. 7 awful people between myself and 28.
You know that this is one of those.
So we're going to play this video because he's making some very interesting claims in here. He's claiming that Rupert Lowe only did the grooming gang inquiry for votes. So we're going to take a look at this in a minute because I've got something to say about this. Yeah. Oh, he's in here. Hi, Woods' words. Right, you're going to find this interesting, mate, because your video is full of logical fallacies. And you know what? We'll go through your video, and then I'll invite you in to come and have a debate, if you like, in the live stream. And we'll have a discussion, because I'm always open to that. There's nothing more than like discussion. That's how we solve issues. So. Yeah, I've got some more evidence to show as well, though. So you might not like that. Right, let's go through it then.
You know that this is one of those videos where all the Rupert Lowe fans are going to get 100% triggered and go, yeah, but, and they're going to have excuses coming out of their backsides. But I mean,
so right off the bat, mate, that's a logical fallacy. That's a ad hominem logical fallacy because you're setting the stage that no matter what people come with evidence or anything like that, it's just going to be excuses. That's just an ad hominem logical fallacy. Straight off the bat, in the very first sentence of your video, logical fallacy.
the lad's talking from the heart. He's saying what he thinks,
Yeah, talking from the heart and what you think isn't evidence, though.
feels, and it's out there. So, you know, who's to say that Rupert Lowe in his political mind, you know, it's all about ego, power. Can you prove he's not doing the grooming gang inquiry for votes? No, you can't.
And you can't prove that he can, that he has done that. And we're going to have a look at that in a bit as well.
But here it is. This is on Talk TV. This is absolutely crazy. The young lad says it the way it is. And then obviously Rupert Lowe fans are going to get triggered and try and defend it.
We went up to Houses of Parliament to see me and my nan and a few other of my family members, and we were expecting some light to come from it for me mum's story. We were expecting a bit more exposure, obviously. And obviously we thought he was going to do something. Not obviously, I know he's not the police, he's not the CPS, he can't arrest me dad, do them type of things. But from what I've seen online, it seems to me that all the stuff that's going on now, like I respect the rape gang inquiry. I do respect it because at the same time, it might not be me, you're helping other people, but to me, it's like you're doing it for votes, and I aren't interested in that. I don't associate with any of that. If you're using my mum's story and me for votes, I won't be involved in it at all. We went up to.
So what do you think of that? It's basically saying if you're using it for votes, you're not interested. So done whatever, got nothing from it. There we go. So, I mean, you can take it either, but it seems to me that, you know, what this lad, that's how it seems to him. That's what he thinks. He genuinely feels this. So, you know, I'm not one to question that in any shape or form. So to me, it's literally, I called out Rupert Lowe. I knew there's more to the man than meets the eye. You can tell it's all about ego, power. You watch the Rupert Lowe fans, should we say, get 100% triggered, and all I get in my messages, like I've deleted before, is insults. You're not allowed an opinion. You're not allowed a view. No, not against Rupert Lowe. Of course you're not. It's ridiculous. But this lad has literally said what he's just said. You heard him. So let's see what excuses they come up with. Oh, yeah, because he's...
None of that is evidence. Literally none of that is evidence for the claim that Rupert Lowe did this for votes. None of that is evidence. That's just one lad's opinion.
Said that. What it is it doesn't mean it's true. Well, no, he's saying that, but that's how it is for him. This is how it feels to him.
Oh, so because he feels it's true, then it is true. That's something a lefty would say. They're the arguments that lefties use. Oh, because somebody feels like they're a different gender, then they must be a different gender. It's the same sort of argument.
That Rupert Lowe is using the inquiry for votes. So there we go, ladies and gents. It is what it is.
Yeah, there's no substance in there whatsoever. There's no evidence. There's nothing. Nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. And while we're on the subject of Rupert Lowe, stop sharing that now. While on the subject of Rupert Lowe, let's have a look at this, because everybody's been saying, oh, he's doing it for the votes. Well, let's have a look at that, shall we? You're saying he's doing it for the votes, but he started the grooming gang inquiry before he even set up or intended for Restore Britain to become a political party. So if he was doing it for the votes, he would have known that Restore Britain would have become a party and he's doing it for the votes, which wasn't the case. In fact, he's on record stating that he didn't even want a political party. He thought a political party was a mistake at the time, and he set up Restore Britain as a think tank. So the logic's out the window on that one. Look, don't worry, I'll have you in a minute. Don't worry. That's very interesting, right? Let's have a look at this. Right, so let's have a look at Advance, right? So this is Sammy Woodhouse. She was heavily involved in the grooming gang inquiry, and she states this: Reform don't give a shit about the rape gangs, neither do Labour, Advance UK, nor the Tories. They only talk about it when they can politically gain from it. And this is kind of what's happening now. This is why the grooming gang inquiry is being attacked now. Because Rupert Lowe has come out and become a party, his followers are now attacking the grooming gang inquiry and Rupert Lowe because they want to get political gain out of it. That's exactly what they're doing, isn't it? So what the Wizard of Words is accusing Rupert Lowe of doing is exactly what other people have been doing. Right, we'll have a look at something else as well, because people have been saying, oh, you know, the grooming gang inquiry had no statutory powers. So it couldn't arrest people, it couldn't prosecute people. It didn't have any of those powers anyway. The sole purpose of the grooming gang inquiry was to raise awareness and tell the stories of those young girls. And to be honest with you, I find it deplorable that anybody would try and use it as some kind of political bludgeon Restore UK or Rupert Lowe. I think it's disgusting. Let's have a look at this. What are we going to look at? I don't think what we'll look at. Oh, this is it. There we go. Right, so people were saying that Rupert Lowe was just doing it for the votes. I need to share that again. That's gone off. Share that again. There we go. So people are saying he's just doing it for political clout. Well, he does intend to bring private prosecutions against the people involved in the grooming gangs, and that's what he's currently working on at the minute with the grooming gang inquiry, is to correlate all this information and then use it to prosecute these individuals who committed these heinous acts against these young girls. That's what his intention is doing. And we're going to ask ourselves a question: what have all the other parties been doing? Nothing. There's only been one person that's been bringing this light to this. We had Nigel Farage. He U-turned on it. He said he was going to do a grooming gang inquiry. Then he U-turned on it. And because Nigel Farage says, yeah, I'm not doing that, Rupert Lowe took up the mantle and says, yeah, I think this is important. This is why we're going to do this. It wasn't for votes at all. Not at all. Right, so we'll see if that guy wants to come in, see if the Wizard Birds wants to come in, and we'll see what he's got to say on things. I only want him to come in, so I won't be accepting anybody else into the live stream. I'm sorry. Drop it in the chat, see if he wants to come in. The link's there, buddy. If you want to come in, you're quite welcome to do so. So I've dropped the link in the chat. If you want to come in and debate the subject, you're quite welcome to do so. The Wizard's words. How you doing, buddy? How you doing?
I'm good, mate. Are you?
Yeah, I'm quite good, yeah. So why do you think that Rupert Lowe is doing it for the votes? What's your evidence to suggest that he's doing that for the votes?
Basically, the video I put up is literally that in its own little entity. I should have worn my hair down. I need my haircut. I just realised. It's literally what I'm saying there is literally about that video and that video alone. No other video. I saw the video. I'm like, hang on, this lad's like saying what he's saying. Let me review it, put a video up and see what other people say. If it comes out it's false, then I'll be like, oh, well, what can you do?
That's not what you were stating in the video. You were saying that this was evidence of Rupert Lowe doing it for the vote. You said it was evidence.
This is evidence from
this
evidence. Particular
one young
person
man's opinion.
in this
this
interview, giving his opinion of exactly what he feels or whatever regarding the situation with himself and his mother, because obviously,
right, okay, let's establish something, right?
So
feeling something,
he
right,
said that.
Let's establish the facts, right? Feeling something isn't evidence, is it?
This gentleman is saying what he's experienced. So his experience, which he's telling to us, is his
experience isn't evidence. The only evidence to prove that Rupert Lowe is doing the vote is evidence that Rupert Lowe is doing it to vote.
So from what he went through, he's saying it to him. He's saying to me, it's like Rupert Lowe done such and such. So I've done a video saying this lad is saying that Rupert Lowe done such and such. I'm not saying that I've got evidence for a court of law. I've never claimed that.
Let me address what you've just said there, right? So if I go out in the street and I blame a neighbour for stealing something from another neighbour, and I've got no evidence, is that classed as evidence in a court? Because we're
talking about someone who's being interviewed and it's going on Talk TV. So if you watch, say, I don't know, if you watch AY Audits and he's out and he's doing whatever and he's filming stuff, you're like, oh, look, there's a protest there. Well, you now have evidence on video that there is a protest there. I'm saying now in this interview, this lad, it's not flawed logic. You're going by what you're seeing and by what you're hearing.
Let me address what you've just said. Right. So if somebody's filming me whilst I'm saying that somebody from my local neighborhood has stolen a car, and I've got no evidence for that, that's still not evidence. That's just somebody filming me claiming
in that
something.
Particular instance, no, it's not. But then that's slightly twisted from what we're seeing on an interview that was on Talk TV. No, because he's lived it. He's done it. This is like he's been through.
Yeah, but
this is his experience. He's lived through it with his mum because of who his dad is.
Show me the proof that Rupert Lowe did it for votes.
What do you mean show the proof? I used the video to say my point, to say that this lad, I didn't say it was proof.
You said it was proof in your
video. I'm just saying, here we go, listen to this lad, because listening to the lad is giving his evidence of what he has been through and what his experience was. So that's what the video is. I'm not saying it's in a court of law.
Rupert Lowe doing it for votes, like you stated in the video.
but the lad clearly states that he feels Rupert
It's
Lowe
just his
is doing.
opinion. It's just his
So
opinion.
that's what I'm talking about. That particularly that. I'm not saying
Right.
like, oh, in a
Okay,
court
okay,
of
let's
law
have a
would
look at
this
this,
hold
right?
up?
So,
No, it
right,
wouldn't.
let's
I'm
get to
not
the crux
saying
of
that.
this, right? Let's get to the crux of this. Where is the young lad's evidence that Rupert Lowe did this for votes?
He's actually lived it or experienced it. So he's saying, like, for him,
That's not
he will
evidence.
say, my evidence
That's not
is
evidence.
I am someone who spoke to Rupert Lowe. I was with my mum. My dad is this nutter, blah, blah, blah. So that,
Okay, well,
from
you know what?
for
Let's play the video again.
testimonial,
We'll play the video
that's
again,
what
and
the
we'll see
video
what
is
you
about.
actually said in the video. Yeah? Is that fair enough?
Yeah, crack on.
Let's have a look and see where the evidence is for what he actually said.
No, I'm not a woke liberal lefty, because if I support advance and I'm looking at Restore Britain as something for the future, then I'm obviously on the right. Mons.
Right, so we'll play it again and we'll see where the actual evidence is in the video for Rupert Lowe doing it for votes. Okay?
Yep. Well, I mean, what can you say? Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be interested what you see about this one. Let's see how long it takes for Rupert Lowe people to come out and defend what this lad said, make out the lad's lying, maybe. Do you know what I mean? That's what they're going to do. Defend, defend, defend. But it's there. So it's like Rupert Lowe, he can't run a football club, but he can run a country. That's convenient. Oh, he can start a grooming gang inquiry, but apparently that means he can run a country. And now the grooming inquiry, he's doing it just for the votes. And like politicians do, they look for something that's actually like triggers the people, the public. What is it on their mind? The Rupert Lowe fans are going to get one. You know, who's to say that? Can you prove he's not doing the grooming gang inquiry for votes? No, you can't. But here it is. This is on Talk TV. Can't prove he is as well, I suppose. That's it, the way it is. And then obviously Rupert Lowe fans are going to get triggered and try and defend it.
We went up to Houses of Parliament to see me and my nan and a few other of my family members, and we were expecting some light to come from it for me mum's story. We were expecting a bit more exposure, obviously. And obviously we thought he was going to do something. It's not, obviously I know he's not the police, he's not the CPS, he can't arrest me dad, do them type of things. But from what I've seen online, it seems to me that all the stuff that's going on now, like I respect the rape gang inquiry. I do respect it, because at the same time, it might not be me, you're helping other people, but to me, it's like you're doing it for votes, and I aren't interested in that. I don't.
Right, so there you go. What did he say there? To him, it seems like he's doing it for votes. That's just his opinion.
Yeah.
Where's the actual evidence?
I'm saying, like, in my video, I am using him for what he said. So
Yeah, but he's not providing evidence.
There's no smoke without fire. He's talking about his experience.
Or something, right? He's not providing evidence, and you're not providing evidence of anything.
No, he's lived it.
It's just his experience. It's not evidence. He can't prove that Rupert Lowe did it for votes. You're saying that's evidence of Rupert Lowe doing it for votes.
I'm saying this is the evidence that we have, yes, and he says what he says. How people want to take that is totally up to them. I'm not saying it's like, oh, I'll take that into a court of law as evidence. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, but you're using it as that. You're using it like that. You're using it as if it is like evidence in a court of law, when it isn't.
No, I'm saying that this is the evidence from, say, this interview from Talk TV of what this lad says.
Right, let's get it straight, right? That's not evidence. That's just opinion. That will be thrown out. That's called hearsay in a court of law. That will be thrown out. So where's the actual
That's
evidence?
why I'm saying this lad, what he said, what he's saying is in this video, my evidence of what he was saying, because I'm watching him. What he's saying. So if he's saying, I think it's up whatever, then you've literally heard him say it. So if I was to say it and not have him up on screen and just said, oh, this lad was saying Rupert Lowe was using it for votes or whatever, everyone would look at me and go, what? So I'm using that up there. So look, this lad said this.
I'm looking at the title of your video. The title of your video, you've got it in quotes. It says it here. You're using it for votes as if it's some kind of factual statement. It's not. It's just his opinion.
No, that's in quotes because that's what he said. Like you're using it for
then
votes.
you're using what he said as factual evidence, and it isn't. It's just his opinion.
It's evidence in my video. That's it. It's only a video.
Yeah, it's evidence in
people
your
like
video.
to
But then you're using your video as evidence.
But you
that
can
Rupert
sit
Lowe did
there.
it for votes. You even say in your video, you say, I look forward to the Rupert Lowe fans coming forward and trying to defend this position. What
the lad said is what the lad said. He's not going to lie. That's what I'm saying.
What position is there to defend? There isn't one, because it's just this young lad's opinion.
No, it's fact. He's talking fact. He's saying this is my experience, blah blah blah. That's what I'm using. So
yeah, but experience isn't evidence.
People want to say and react, not a problem.
Experience isn't factual evidence.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying this lad is my evidence to back up what he's saying.
What are you trying to back up with? What are you using this young lad's video? Let me speak. What are you using this video to back up for you? What are you using it for?
In what sense?
Well, in what capacity are you using this video to say? What are you trying to say? What evidence are you using it for?
The initial for me was to show that there's no smoke without fire, and there's probably more to Rupert Lowe.
That's not evidence. That's not evidence. That's not proof of anything. That's just your speculation.
I'm saying this is what I'm using. And what? I'm not allowed to speculate? Of course I am.
Of course you are, but then you can't use that speculation as actual evidence and proof that Rupert Lowe did it for votes.
I'm not using this in any shape or form on anything on this planet as evidence. I'm just saying, here's the evidence of a person saying this about Rupert Lowe, which he's entitled to say. I'm entitled to say what I want to say.
Right? Let me speak, right? Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. But when you come forward and say, Rupert Lowe's done it for votes, look at this, this proves it. That's not proof. That is not proof.
At no point I've said anything about I need proof or evidence for a court of law in any shape or form.
You've made claims. You've made a claim that Rupert Lowe is doing it for votes, and you're holding this lad's video up as proof of that.
But this lad said that he
it doesn't matter what he said.
Actually done whatever he done in life with his mum. He's obviously met Rupert Lowe, and now he's literally at the point now, like from what was done to where he is now, he's now feeling like literally like what?
Feeling. That
like
Rupert, keeps coming up. Feeling.
Yeah.
He feels this, he feels that. Feeling isn't evidence though, is it? He feels.
So saying to people that
let me finish, right? You make the point. I want to address your point. You say he felt Rupert Lowe did it for the votes. Feeling something isn't evidence.
Again, I don't know what the thing is about evidence. I've no point. Like, do I need
it? You claimed in the video this is evidence.
For the purpose of my video, to back up, like, oh, he's using it for votes. I'm using him and what he said in his interview.
Yeah, exactly. You're using this young man in this video as proof of what you're saying, and saying that Rupert Lowe is doing it for votes. It's not evidence.
But it's not for but it's not for a court of law. It's for a bloody YouTube video. That's what I'm saying.
You're using it to assert something. It doesn't matter if it's a YouTube video. You're using it as evidence to assert something about Rupert Lowe.
Not to assert. I'm just saying.
Where's your evidence? Where is your logical and physical evidence that Rupert Lowe did this for votes? Because if you haven't got any,
that's what I'm saying. I'm using this video to make that video. That's it. I'm not saying I need evidence in a court of law and say this, that, or anything else. I'm just saying this lad said this.
Right, you made this video for a reason, right? You've made this video for a reason, right? You state in your video, you're claiming that, oh, let's see how the Restore Britain supporters come up with excuses for this one. You're making out this is evidence of something. It's not. It's not evidence of anything.
I'm just saying that this lad said what he said, and I used that in this video as my evidence that he did say it, and let people make up their own mind. I mean, don't confuse me for someone
That's not
who's
what you said in the video. You're backtracking now. You're backtracking now. You claim that this was evidence of Rupert Lowe doing it for votes.
I've used this video, and in it, he clearly states that he feels that he's just using it for votes. So he literally says that. So I'm saying, like, maybe we need to listen to this lad. Why is he saying that? That's all I'm saying.
Right, okay. Well, it's just his opinion, and that's all we can treat it as. It's just his opinion. All it is his opinion. It's not factual evidence of Rupert Lowe doing it for votes, is it? And let's look into the other thing, right? Talk Radio took it down because they realised how bad it looked, that they were attacking a grooming gang inquiry. Yeah, they took it down because they realised how bad this actually looked, because they were getting massive backlash from people involved in the grooming gang thing, as well as other people. So it's not a good look. It's not a good look what you said, trying to make out that Rupert Lowe did the grooming gang inquiry for votes. That's a disgusting take. That's deplorable.
No, it's
absolutely
not.
deplorable.
No, it's not. If that lad feels that, it's not disgusting.
You are
that
using
lad
this to score political points against Rupert Lowe. Admit that. No. You're using it to score political points against Rupert Lowe.
Well, no, because we're looking at Restore Britain and possibly advance at some point merging. No, we're not. This lad said, and it's alarmed. I'm not going to go into the details as why, but when I see things like this, the alarm bells ring, and I wanted to say to people, look,
it's deplorable. He took a cheap shot at Rupert Lowe by suggesting that he did the grooming gang inquiry for votes. That's disgusting.
I'm saying it's looking from what this lad says that could be the case. Yes. Should it ever work out?
It's just his feeling.
Another video.
There's no evidence. There's no evidence in what he's saying. There's no evidence in what you've said in the video. Nothing at all. And that's what I look for. That's what I look for, evidence. It's your job to try and persuade me that what you're saying is the truth, and you haven't done that.
But if something comes up in the future that actually, like, whatever to do with this or that, like what you've got now up on the screen, I'll be doing the same and say, oh, when I said this, actually, it's now come to like blah, blah, blah. I'd never sit there and say I'm 100% correct.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't go and get a video of somebody's feelings and say this is evidence that Rupert Lowe is doing this for votes, because it clearly isn't. I would never do that. I would wait for actual physical evidence of that.
Why he thinks like that, but there's something there. There's no smoke without fire. The lad said what he said, and
that's just your opinion, though. That's just your opinion. That's a logical fallacy too. That's a logical fallacy.
I'm allowed to give my opinion. Of course I am.
You're allowed your opinion, but it's a logical fallacy. Oh, there's no smoke without fire. It's a logical fallacy.
My opinion on that, which is valid, and then whatever people say in the comments, like I normally try and read them all. Some are like, oh yeah, I can see what's being said. Some are like, oh no, whatever, and that's fine. And that's what I want. I want people to debate it, because once we get through it, and then I'm talking to someone like yourself, I can look at it and think, right, blah blah blah. I'm right. I'm wrong. Whatever. Or maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I should have actually worded it like that. So I've got no issue about.
I'll be honest with you, right? I'll be honest with you. What you did was disgusting. The video was disgusting.
No,
you came out and made a point. It was disgusting because you came out and said Rupert Lowe was doing this for the votes. It's disgusting. The grooming gang inquiry was to bring attention to what was going on with these young girls, because Nigel Farage refused to do it. So Rupert Lowe took it on and says, I'm going to do it. I'm going to pay for it out of my own pocket. I'm going to get it sorted. We're going to get it done. And the thing is, you know what? Rupert Lowe is actually going to do private prosecutions against these people who are involved in it. He's working on that at the minute. You didn't mention that in your video. You admitted that from your video. Because it was designed to smear Rupert Lowe. It was designed to smear Rupert Lowe, and you're doing this for political points. You won't convince me of any other thing.
It's a 3-minute video about what this lad said. That's it.
You are an advanced UK zealot, and you're using this for political gain.
No.
You are.
No.
Yes, you are.
No.
Yes, you are.
There's more to it than that. You don't know me.
You don't know. You can't deny it. You produced a video with no evidence in it. You suggested things within it, suggesting that it's Rupert Lowe doing it for votes. There's no evidence. You provided no evidence for that.
I saw this lad, right? You obviously don't know me or anything about me, so bear that in mind when I see
I don't need
things.
to. I don't need to. I've
I
looked
was
at what your
on the
video
back
said,
foot, and I'm
and your
like,
video, it's got nothing in it. Your video's literally got no evidence in it, and you've asserted something with this video saying Rupert Lowe did it for votes. It says nothing. It's just a young lad's feelings, and then you're asserting that as evidence of what you're saying, that Rupert Lowe did it for votes, which is absolutely disgusting. It really is.
No.
Yes,
No,
it
not at all.
is.
You're just
Yes,
doing,
it
You're
is.
just doing that for clicks, mate. It's not at all.
I'm doing it for clicks. Well, look at this. Look at your title of your video. Look at the title of your
It's
video.
nothing about
What does your video say? Watch this before it gets deleted. And that's not for clicks, buddy.
No,
That's not for
watch
clicks.
quick.
Really?
Now deleted. Why does it say now deleted? Because it was deleted off X. That's why.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
you
I'm
try
saying.
to draw people in. You try to draw
Now-
people in. You said I'm doing it for clicks. I'm not. I'm doing it to get to the truth and to
It's
stamp out
got deleted off
ridiculous
X.
claims like this. Because this is
It got deleted off
misinformation.
X.
This is misinformation. This is
No.
a classic case of propaganda. It really is.
Lee, as an ex-doorman, mate, you wouldn't say that to my face, would you? You'd be looking at me going, "What?"
I'm an ex-military, mate. Oh, we're going to go down that I'm a big hard man. I'm ex-military, mate.
No,
you wouldn't say that
I'm
to
just
my
saying,
face.
you get all
Right,
these.
you know, if you're going to go down that route,
in
mate,
there.
you've lost the argument. Don't ever threaten me on a
No,
live stream, mate.
I'm
Don't ever threaten me on a live
not
stream.
threatening no one. I just said,
Go away. I think we can say fairly he lost that debate. What an absolute scumbag. When he lost the debate, he threatened me. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's one thing I won't tolerate. I'll give anybody a platform, but don't ever come into my live stream and threaten me. Oh, it's on the live stream. He's not going to get out of that one. That's going to get clipped tomorrow, and that's getting put on. Wow. Wow. Yes, you did threaten me. You said you wouldn't say that to my face because I'm an ex-bouncer. That was a threat. Absolute scumbag. Anybody else want to come in? Anybody else want to come in and have a chat? Let's get that off the screen. Don't want to give him any more promotion. I already have. If that's the best Advance UK can offer up for people to debate, then they're a finished party. They really are. What an absolute joke. Yeah, the minute you start threatening me, that's it, you're gone. I'm not going to tolerate that. That's just disgusting. If you're going to come in the chat, mate, you have to show your face before you come on live. All right, buddy. It's just a rule. Thanks, mate. How you doing, buddy?
Fucking hell, man. I just got invited in. I'm like, I didn't know if it was his channel or whose channel it was, to be honest. And I'm like, hang on. There was a debate about somebody who seems to be, you know, kind of middle-aged, saying that he listened to some young boy on the internet and he kind of reiterated it as truth. Is that what I was picking up there?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. He said he didn't threaten me. Do you think he threatened me in the live stream?
Yeah, I did. When he said about, oh yeah, I was a bouncer, and yeah, you wouldn't say that to myself. I typed in, I fucking would. I'll have
Yeah. Hey, I'm
come to the
ex-military.
Admiralty, you mug.
I used to do close protection out in Iraq, so I don't think a middle-aged
Oh,
bouncer
cool.
is a threat to
Respect.
me, man. So
Exactly, Matt. I don't know who these people think they are, but obviously the fact that he was arguing
it's
that.
always the case. They lose the
Mhm.
arguments of violence. It's exactly like a lefty.
Yeah, of course he's a lefty. Let me tell you what I found out. Most of the people on YouTube I've come across over the years, most of them are lefties. All right. A lot of them recently have transitioned over to the right, believe it or not. But a lot of them have still got that lefty in them, you know, they've still got that urge to be a lefty. They're not complete converts, but it's fascinating. I've seen a demographic change. I find that fascinating. But for anyone in the UK who claims to be a British citizen, to question what Rupert Lowe is putting forward in his manifesto, you're a fucking traitor. Get the fuck out of here. Go and move to Spain, right? Go and fuck off to some other country and do your commentary from there. That's what I think. You know, we're patriots. You know, Rupert Lowe ain't fucking off. He's staying here. You know, one of my friends, close friends, he left, right? He left. He said, I've got to get out of here. I've seen my kids and all that. And John said to me, you know, me and John, right? John and Roy. He said to me, Roy, if you had the dodo, would you do it? And I said, I don't know, you know, I was thinking about it. And I said, you know what? It's not crossed my mind. And then something happened and I could afford it. I could afford to fuck off, you know. My dream is Croatia, to have a nice little gap over there and, you know, just go and retire there. And then when it come down to it, I thought, I'm so involved in the movement. I would be, that would be fake. That'd make me fake if I did. And I didn't. I said no. And I said to my daughter, I said, do you want to move to Croatia? And she said, no, I'm staying here, Dad. And I went, that's it, man. That's it. That one's out the window. It's not happening. I'm going to stay here. And I know I know it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. Let me tell you that. Everyone better get ready. Everyone better start. I think everyone, listen, go on, sorry.
Yeah, regarding the political solution, I've got faith in Rupert Lowe. He's got my attention, and if he carries on this course that he's going on, he'll have my vote in 2029.
Come on.
The thing is, right, if we don't get an election, which is, I don't know what Starmer's going to do because he's a maniac, but if we don't get an election, then we're going to have to fight for the country. It's obvious what we're going to have to do. People like this are just going to fall away to the side. Your Richard Inlands, your Paul Thorpes, they're not going to be here to save you.
No. Don't go down that road. Let me tell you, right? We've only had one person to look up to, right? In the last 10 years. Well, I'd say the last 5 years. For me, it's been 15 years. And that's Tommy Robinson, right? And I've been a part of that movement from day one when he first started with the Telford rape gangs. I was amazed that this geezer.
I've just got to address this again. You threatened me before you left.
Oh, here we go. I don't know why you bother. Look, listen, this is how you feed the trolls, man. He's trolling you. Yeah. You know, have a conversation with him another time. Say, look, we'll have another conversation and we'll try and give him time. Give him time. Give him time to read all the comments in the chat. All right, give him time to think about what he said. You know, as a middle-aged geezer, I mean, I think he was acting like a teenage fucking troll, to be honest. Yeah. But anyway, that's besides the point. But here's the thing, you know, we could only look up. We was looking up to Tommy, and he was growing from 200 people in Telford to 20,000 in Parliament Square to 120,000 in Trafalgar Square. This was a movement. It was blowing up, and then 3 million on September the 13th. Are you fucking kidding me? And he's successfully.
Right.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Stress this.
Go on.
Right. He's saying this. Get Wiz back on. You never let him finish his point. I think I did. I think I gave him enough time to deliver his point.
Exactly.
He wasn't doing anything. He was answering a person called Lee in the chat. If you listen back, he wasn't referring to. I don't care if it was aimed at me or somebody in the chat. He's not threatening anybody on my live stream. It's not going to happen.
You're reacting, brother. You need to not do that. But anyway,
No, I
look,
need
can
to
I just
address-
finish
I
my
need to
point?
address
Can I
the
just
issue.
finish my point? Can I
Yeah, go
just
on,
finish?
mate.
I know it's your channel, and I'm, you know, I'm grateful you let me up and all that. But let me show you. So Tommy's created this movement. We all follow him. We all want him to fucking run for prime minister. But we all knew that couldn't happen. That couldn't happen. So we trusted in him to make the right decisions to show us what direction to go in. And he fucked up because he pointed this in the direction of Nigel Mirage. He's repented on that, by the way, just so you know. After he come out of jail, he realised what the mistake that he made. And now with the UTK, you know, he's got a potential of being a fucking front runner in politics. However, the establishment won't allow it. So what's the next best thing right now? But I'll tell you what it is. It's Rupert fucking Lowe. Are you kidding me? He's telling, he's saying out loud what's on every patriot in this country's thinking. He's saying it, and he's standing up, and he's not backing down. You know, he doesn't need no cameras and fucking studios to fucking get his point across. He says it from the heart. Believe me. And come to a fucking farmers protest. He'll fucking shake your hand and he'll tell you to your face, and he'll get to know you, and you'll believe in him. You know, the geezer is our only hope. And if we don't all combine together now, all right, and make this happen, I tell you what's going to happen. The elite are going to move. They're going to make their move, right? They're going to call a snap election, right? You're going to get Nigel Mirage and the fucking Green Party making an allegiance and alliance. Hang on. Did I say the Green Party? I mean, the Pakistani party, the Muslim party, and it's all going to go to shit. And I'm telling you, if we don't take advantage of Rupert Lowe and the blessing, right, that we've got by having him here right now, I'm telling you now, we're fucked. That's all I've got to say.
He really is. He's our last hope, isn't he? He really is the last
Yeah.
hope. And I don't think people
Fucking
realise
take
that.
it, yeah. Think about it. You're drowning in the middle of the fucking sea, and a boat pulls up, and you've only got to grab that hand and reach out, and he's going to save you. Think about that. This is where we're at. If you've got kids, or you've got grandkids, or you're expecting grandkids, and you think about the future,
I want to address this comment, mate, right? Because this is what I get all the time.
we are at the
right. No chance Restore will win. Too far to the right for the average voter, and yet he's got 100,000 members in over 2 weeks. So that's rubbish, isn't it?
Well, let me tell you, right? This has been planned from a long time ago. Okay, now Rupert wasn't going to make this move until the end of 26, right? A little bit closer. So, because of what's happened with Keir Starmer and all the revelations, and you know that he might have to, you know, step down at some point, he had to make a move. And he went, fuck it, I'm going to do it. And he did it, right? And he got all the support from all the fractioned right wingers, or centre right and onwards, from the far left, right? Not the far left, but the left, all the way to the far right. They came out.
I just want to address this, mate. Vindicator. I've just rewound the stream and listened to Wizard's words. He did, in fact, say, Lee, I don't care who he said it to. He threatened somebody, and he's not threatening anybody. If he wants to do that sort of thing, he's not debate. You shouldn't threaten anybody or anything with violence, because that's the recourse of a weak mind. It really is.
Yeah, there you go. Leave it. Put it to bed, bro. You know, move on. There's more important things. We're talking about Rupert Lowe. We're talking about the future of our fucking country. So, here's the thing.
The only issue I have, mate, right, with the election.
Don't worry about them, man.
It's 3 years away. And with Keir Starmer ramping things up, this guy's going to scorch the earth.
Right.
So my only theory, and I've said this before, is that the country is going to be like a government that just picks up the ashes. It's just going to be picking up the remains of the country, because there'll be nothing left. That's my only fear. Okay.
Well, don't fear the future, brother. Listen, defeatism. I'm telling you, look, listen, these people want to fucking make us feel lost and fucking defeatist. I'm not. I am fucking super confident. I've had faith in Rupert Lowe now for a few years, right? And I knew, you know, I kind of, you know, because you're in there, you hear things, and I'm like, this is our only fucking chance, right? Anyway, he's made his move now. So everyone knows Rupert Lowe, but they don't. Not everyone knows him, and you'll be surprised how many YouTubers don't even know him still. However, he's made his move. And those that need to know, that are in politics, in geopolitics, that understand what is happening, they know. Okay, the move has been made. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we have to, as patriots, we have to fucking
Right, mate.
get behind the strongest man to lead us, and that is Rupert Lowe. Aim high, right? Vote low. Let me tell you, it's our only chance. And if we fuck it up, then we deserve every fucking thing we get.
All right, then, buddy. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to just wrap
Yeah,
it up
man.
now. Then
Oh, listen.
there's been some evidence dropped on Twitter that I'm going to go look at. Apparently,
Okay.
Sammy at Woodhouse has come out and said that the gentleman interviewed in the video actually dropped out of the grooming gang inquiry. So I'm going to try and get that information up to see what that's about. So thanks
Yeah.
for coming in, Nick.
Big up Woodhouse. Big up Woodhouse. Love her, man.
You too, mate. Thanks for coming in. I
Yeah,
really
God bless,
appreciate it.
man. Thank you for letting me up, man. I appreciate it. God bless, mods, chat, everybody. Thank you, man. God bless.
Yeah, no problem, mate. Thank you. Right, I'm going to see if we can find this evidence. See if we can find it. So it's on X, is it? I know some people were saying it was buffering. It might be because I had so many tabs open. So I'm going to see if I can find this on X. Is it Sammy Woodhouse that's actually said it? Don't know. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. Let's have a look and see what we can see. Looking to see if there's any comments about it. I can't see anything yet. Go back, see if we can see something. If somebody can send me a link, it'd be useful. Yeah, I can't see anything on the Twitter feed. So is it a response to something? I don't know. Whereabouts did you send the link? If you try to post the link in the chat, then it won't come on. Based and Boogie, right, I'll have a look at that. Thank you. I want to get it up because the Wizard's Words was using. I've actually blocked him. I'll be on open and transparent about that. I've blocked him. I've banned him because even if it wasn't aimed at me, he's got no right to threaten violence against anybody in the chat. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to protect people from that sort of nonsense. You know, you argue the points. You don't threaten violence against people. So look where it is. Based in Boogie, right? Okay. Yeah, I can't find it. Yeah, unless we can post a link. Set link in your notifications. What notifications? Is it on? All right, got you. Set notifications. Can't find it. Is it on YouTube? Have you done it on YouTube? Did you post it on YouTube? I need to know where it is, otherwise I can't find it. Check your notifications. Yeah, but what notifications? Is it on YouTube? Is it on Twitter? On the Richard Dimon, right? Okay, thank you. Let's go there. Thank you, by the way. Posting the link. Nothing in there yet. Nothing in my notifications yet. Have a look. I'll just go to the video and have a look, see if it's actually on there. Sometimes it doesn't even pop up. I know why it won't pop up on my comments. YouTube deleted it. YouTube deletes outside links, so it won't show up on there. Yeah, they deleted it. Sorry about that. So look at, see if we, I'll just type it in, see if it comes up with anything. Replies, see if it's in the replies. You reply to something on it. Right, I found their one based in Boogie now, so I'm trying to find it on here. Oh, here we go. Okay. I made this post. Yeah, it's not. There's nothing on there about the. Yeah, there's nothing on there. I don't know where that is, so I'll have to have a look for it. But there's definitely nothing on there about the young lad coming out of the grooming gang inquiry. So I can't post what I can't see. Sorry about that. So I'll just have to take that as, you know, it doesn't exist. I can't find it. It doesn't exist. It's not on their it's not on their Twitter feeds. So I don't know what you're looking at, but it's definitely not there. Yeah, I went on Bass and Boogie's page. There's nothing on there. And I take it it's got to be recent. Can somebody post a link to me on X? I could probably look at it then. It's on her replies. Someone called Lorraine the Boogie is a post in recent post. Right, okay. Is it in the actual thread? Or is it a retweet? Is it a reply to a comment? Someone called Lorraine. Lorraine Reed, right, okay. Yeah, there's nothing on there. There's nothing there from Sammy Woodhouse or anything about this. Right, I've got it. I've got it. Right, okay. Right. Right, let's put it on. I've actually found it. Thanks to everybody. It was actually reply to reply. That's why I couldn't find it. Here we go. So, right. So this is Sammy Woodhouse. That's not true at all. So this is addressing the comment. This on the side here. I made this post about the recent Talk TV interview where a young boy stated Rupert ghosted him. If you read carefully, since some of you lack basic reading and comprehension skills, that once I say Rupert Lowe is a horrible man. Rupert Lowe did nothing for grooming victims. Sammy did nothing for grooming victims. Restore. I did say what everyone else does when shocking the job search, which is post about. Some of you guys need to get a grip. Obviously, she's trying to cover her tracks because she posted something she shouldn't have done. But this is what Sammy's actually said. That's not true at all. Rupert met him for a documentary made by 2C TV some time ago. I presented it. He was later asked to work with the inquiry and continued to work with us, but he chose not to, and that's his choice. Stop telling lies. I wrote allegedly twice. This is not my story. Sammy Woodhouse. Try writing about facts then instead of talking shit for clickbait. There you go. So there you go. So that kind of just blows the wizard's words out of the water. You know, a little bit of research, you know. Thanks, buddy. So, there we go, on the screen right now. The actual evidence. This is evidence. This is what evidence looks like. This is somebody who worked within the grooming gangs who said, yes, he did get an audience with Rupert Lowe. He met him. So it's even more ominous now, isn't it, about this? Did somebody just get to him? And I don't know, offer him money, maybe? I don't know. But this is the evidence. So he did actually meet Rupert Lowe. He wasn't ghosted at all. He was even offered to work within the grooming gang inquiry, but he turned it down. So that little piece of evidence there just blows everything that the wizard word said just out of the water. Because that's what happens when you display feeling and opinion as evidence. It just gets blown away because it's not actually evidence, is it? Very sus. And let's get one thing straight, right? All right, I'm going to rewind it a bit and have a look at that section. And I'm going to clip it and I'm going to show it. Even if he wasn't making threats towards me, he made a threat towards somebody in the chat. And even if they said something he didn't like, you never ever threaten somebody. For one thing, it can get my stream taken down. It can put this channel in jeopardy. So don't ever come into my live stream and threaten people. That's not acceptable. It's not acceptable at any level, that. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, that's what happens when you come into a live stream and you present opinion and feelings as evidence. It's the same arguments the lefties use. It was a threat. It was a threat. Rupert spoke to him, promised him justice. It's on the screen. Right, guys, I've been on long enough. I'm going to call it a night. I've done 2 streams today. I'm just tired now. So thanks for all you guys coming along. I shall see you all soon. This is Vindicator. Sign off. Thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing. And thanks all to you guys for coming and listening to this. I shall see you all soon in the morning walk video tomorrow. This is Vindicator. Signing off.